Top of it, top of it, top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. We tapped in, and we're gonna talk about your boy Karmelo Anthony today, y'all. I gotta break some shit down about Karmelo Anthony getting them 35 years. I want to break this law down to you guys. So make sure y'all come in here, man. Like and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I won't tell. But man, we're gonna get in here, and I got some time today to talk to y'all about Karmelo Anthony and why he was wrong, people. So let's get in here, man. Let's see who's gonna pop up in here. Hey, top of it, top of it. Who we got up in here, man? We're gonna get in. I got a little live I want to do with you guys today about Carmelo Anthony and break down that case and let y'all know why he was wrong and why he got that 35 years and why he could have got life. Guys, y'all know I'm ex-law enforcement, man. So go ahead and make sure y'all, man, hit that like button when you come in the room. Share this live because it's gonna be very, very interesting. I'm answering all questions. Okay. Like I said, you're dealing with somebody who is ex law enforcement. You dig? What's up, Danielle? Hey, it'd be some more people pop up in here. It's like 4 people in here right now. What's up, Danielle? How you feeling? I want to talk to you guys for a few minutes about that Carmelo Anthony and what's going on because you know, the world got a lot of shit fucked up. And hey, I'm a black man just like the rest of them. And what that man did was wrong. And I really want to break this law down to you so you understand what you can and you cannot do, for you wind up in jail giving these people some slave labor. You understand what I'm saying? How was work today? How was work today? Where you from? Yeah. What are your thoughts on people saying no videos presented? Well, you don't need any video. Especially being on X. Let me tell you where Carmelo Anthony went wrong at. Here's the thing, guys. Like I said, guys, I am ex law enforcement. Uh, Work was busy. Okay, Danielle, man, you got to get at me, man. I got my brand, and I just definitely may need some models for it. But so check this out. When we talk about Carmelo Anthony, the problem is, let me start from the beginning. Salute, lady. Salute. And I'm another black person. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I'm even across the board, and I am tired of my people getting on here trying to make every fucking thing seem like it's racially motivated. At the end of the day, man, let's start at the beginning. We're gonna start at the beginning, y'all. We gonna start at the beginning. Okay. Guys, he shouldn't have been up under them people's tent. Let me give you a scenario. You might be having a family reunion, people, or you might be having your kid's birthday party at the park. They got tents at the park. You get somebody that don't belong to the birthday party, they're wandering under your tent. The first thing you're gonna say is, hey, this is a private party. Hey, you gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? It could be your family reunion. Hey, we having a family reunion. You're not a part of this, you gotta leave. But you know what? He didn't leave. Okay, he didn't leave, and to be honest, he was actually the aggressor. Everybody try to make that shit a black and white thing, and it's not. So he pokes his chest out, and you're gonna tell these people, "Oh, if you push me, watch what will happen." Bro, you are the aggressor. You dig what I'm saying? You are the aggressor when you say that. Guys, I've taken many people to jail, man, and I played in the streets. You are the aggressor. So somebody pushes him. Carmelo gets pushed. He takes the time to dig into his bag, get out a blade, and stick someone. See, the thing is, the way the law looks at that is, if you have time to dig in your bag to get something, you got time to walk away. You got time to go ask for help. You got time to de-escalate the situation. But no, that ain't what he did. He took that blade out and he stuck it in that man's chest, and then he walked away, and then he tried to get rid of it. So somebody that's Somebody that's trying to that's trying to plead self-defense. Nah, Danielle, some bad information. That's why I'm doing this live. Somebody that truly has self-defense, you're not going to get rid of the knife, number one. You're not going to try to get rid of the knife, number one. Number two, you stayed at the track meet. Anybody who has had some self-defense issues and had did something like that, they're going to go looking for the police to say, hey guys, hey, this just happened and these people jumped me and I had to pull out my thing. No, that's not what happened. And I'm giving y'all facts. The school police was alerted to what happened and they ran out there and they contacted him. And this is where he was dumb. He told him, he's like, yeah, I'm the guy you looking for. I stabbed him. First thing that you did wrong. You should never, when you do stuff like that, you keep your mouth shut. And then the school police told him, he said, man, you better hope that dude don't pass away. And he said, oh, he ain't gonna pass away. He put his hands on me first. Guys, you can't stab nobody because they put their hands on you first. I feel you, Danielle. And it's not even about being remorseful. You cannot put your motherfucking hands on nobody. You cannot fucking take no blade and stick somebody because they put their fucking hands on you. You cannot do that. You can't. So now because of this, you got the Black Panthers, you got the Proud Boys. They fighting. They into it, right? Both of which have some racism in their organization. Because let's be, man, this is Coach One Stack over here, man. We keep it a stack over here. It's racist white people. It's racist black people. It's racist Asians, Jew, Gentile, Hispanic. It's racism in every race that you get into. But this was not no racist incident. You understand what I'm saying? All he had to do was walk away. He was the aggressor. He was the aggressor. Oh, push me again and watch what I do. You were the aggressor. And so I'm looking at this stuff on the internet and I'm looking at everybody trying to make this a black-white thing. Guys, we got enough shit going on in this country, man. We got enough stuff going on in this country trying to divide us. This is not no black-white issue. This is not no racism issue. Everybody, and then let me get on the jurors. Let me bust down the jurors because I am ex-law enforcement. All right. Let me break down the jurors. When you picking a jury, it's like the NFL draft. People come through there and you get your choice to pick. You get your choice to pick. Like you'll see potential jurors and you get to ask them questions. Now, there were 3 black jurors, right, that got excluded from jury duty. So here's the thing. Just because he has some black people on, just because if it would have been some black people on the jury, that don't mean they would have saw things his way. What make y'all think that? What make y'all think that if he had some black jurors on there that they would have saw things his way? One of the jurors actually, and like I said, his attorney had something with it not being any black jurors on there because you get to pick. Both of you guys get to go through the jurors and ask potential jurors questions and say, I don't want him. I don't want him. And then there's a point, I don't want to lie to y'all about this. You get to pick so many of your jurors. You get to say, even though he don't want him, I want him. And you get to keep some that you want. Each side get to keep some that they want. And the other ones they haggle about and they get rid of them. Yeah, so we could be on. Yeah, Opie, we are. So here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'm a black man, and I love my race. But guess what? It's more black people over here sticking, stabbing, and blasting other. How come we ain't on there talking about that? Why are we not on here talking about that? Please tell me. Please tell me why we not on here talking about that part. So back to the jurors. Just because it wasn't no black jurors on there, that don't mean he got a raw deal. That don't mean because somebody was black, they would have. That don't mean that they would have picked. That don't mean that they would have sided with him just because he's black. That don't mean that. And he's lucky that they didn't give him first-degree murder. And here's why. If they could have proved if they could have proved that he came there with the intent on using that knife, guys, they hit him with first degree. It's over. Put a lot in. Yeah, he did, Daniel. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And it's a yeah, he did. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, yeah, nasty work. They could have hit him. They could have hit him with first degree, guys. You can't listen. Let me give you guys some game. Let me tell you guys. Let me give you guys some game. Listen, I'm a big dude. If someone came up and wanted to fight me, somebody wanted to fight me, I would I would more than likely say, you know what, you got it. I would say you got it. I'm like, you got it. Because here's why. What you don't understand is we get into a fight, right? We get into a fight. If I hit you, your head hit the ground and you pass away, I'm going to the penitentiary for involuntary manslaughter. So why am I going to let somebody put me in a trick bag? I'm going to say, you got it, because I'm a man. See, a real man walk away from stuff, y'all. A real man can say, hey, man, you got it. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care if you feel that I'm a punk, because I ain't no punk. I know what I am. But that's what happens when people are trying to poke their chest out and prove something. But I'm on here, man. The reason why I'm leaving, and I ain't going to be on here long. The reason why I'm leaving this live is because, man, I'm tired of people trying to make it a black and white thing. It ain't no black and white thing. This man, you know, that dude's parents who got deleted, his dad was just standing there where Karmelo Anthony's parents were trying to give an interview. He was just simply just standing there. He wasn't bothering nobody. He's standing there. His son got murdered. They, for 2-3 hours, they making a big deal out of this. Like, it's not right that he's here. That man ain't doing nothing but standing there. Period. Guys, matter of fact, I'll be in the South tomorrow. I'll be in the ATL, North Carolina, and South Carolina tomorrow. I'll be down there for 3 weeks. I fucks with the South. It's racist people everywhere. It's racist people in Nevada, out here in Las Vegas. It's racist people everywhere. That's black, white, all kind of colors. We're not gonna make this about race. I'm keeping it real. Let me because I want to tell you, I want to give you guys some game. I want you guys to know law. Watch this. Let me give you some scenarios. These are some scenarios I'm gonna give you about deadly force. Say somebody breaks into your house. You can't just pop somebody that break in your house. If the police come to your house and they say and you happen to pop somebody and they get deleted and they ask you, they say, well, why did you fire at them? And you say, well, because they broke in my house. Guess where you going? You're going to the penitentiary. You are going to the penitentiary. You better be opening up your mouth and saying, hey, they broke in my house. I was in fear for my life. I was in fear for my kids' life, my life, because they broke into the house. I saw something shiny in their hand. If you don't do that, you can't do that. Yeah, Danielle, that's called Tennessee versus Garner. That's the law. Y'all need to look that up. Tennessee versus Garner. You can't go over here and pop at nobody, man, because they just committed some type of crime, or especially a property crime. Let me give you some game. Tennessee versus Garner. It was basically a young dude in Tennessee, last name Garner, and he was running away from the police. He was running, and as he was running away from the police, I think he had broken into somebody's house or something. But as he was hopping over the fence, they boom hit him. But the thing is, he was fleeing. He was no longer a threat, so the police didn't have no business banging him. When a person is not a threat, you cannot use deadly force. You have to be able to prove that you had a fear for your life. And in this case with Karmelo Anthony, he didn't have no fear for his life. Actually, he's the one who started that bullshit, to be honest with you. You didn't have no business up under them people tent. And if they told you to leave, bro, just leave. But see, weapons make people bigger and badder than what they are. And they just can't throw these right here. They can't throw these right here. They can't throw these. But see, one of these and a blade make you big. So now, as he gets to the penitentiary, he's going to be somebody's woman. He's going to be somebody's woman. Hey, guys. Hey, lady. Do y'all know? Hey, guys, do me a favor, man. Hit that like button if you're up in here, man. Share this live. Share the live and hit the like buttons at the top of the screen. If you guys know who Hurricane Chris is, throw a 7 up. You know, hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. If y'all know who Hurricane Chris is, throw a 7 up. Let me tell you how he almost went to the penitentiary for the rest of his life about 5-6 years ago. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Oh, hell no. I didn't even, honestly, guys, I didn't even know that was going on, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. You know, not only am I building my brand, young people, Baltimore County, Maryland, that's House of Town Center Shopping, want to close down. Oh, yeah, I never been to Bodymore Murder Land. I never been to B-More, but I heard it's pretty rough. But guys, I didn't even know about this Karmelo stuff until yesterday. I've been seeing all over the internet, but you know, when you doing your work and then you make content, man, you be busy. You don't have time to watch all this stuff on the internet. So I just even caught wind of what I'd have been gave y'all a video about that, about Karmelo. So with Hurricane Chris, watch this, Danielle, with Hurricane Chris, maybe been about 5, 6, 7 years. He's in Louisiana, and this dude is trying to steal his car at the gas station. He's trying to steal his car at the gas station. Well, Hurricane Chris had like a Draco, or like he had a Draco or AK something, some little chopper, right? Yeah, hit like and share, guys. Come on. Hit like and share. You know, when I give me a good audience up in here, because like I told you, I am ex-law enforcement out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. When I get me a good crowd in here, man, I am going to tell y'all how OJ committed that deletion. I'm going to tell you exactly how he did it, because I went to a homicide seminar and I got to see all the evidence that had got suppressed from the OJ Simpson trial. And I can tell you exactly how OJ did what he did. And when I tell you, the story will make sense. But yeah, we not getting them like buttons, man. I'm keep them stories to myself. Carmelo's a small guy too. So you got little man syndrome. And I'm coming to find out something about these little dudes, man. You know, especially ladies. I gotta ask y'all something. I need the ladies. You know, guys, no homo. I'm not part of the rainbow community. But it seems like these little dudes are these little dudes, like Diddy and all these dudes, like these little dudes, like they got some real bad egos and attitude problems. Is that true? Just Laro? Oh, no, that's not public record. What I'm talking about is not public record. I went to a whole seminar and I talked to the people who actually processed the scene. I can break that thing down. But I know what you're saying, Jess. But I'm talking about, I literally was in a seminar with the people who actually processed the scene. I actually seen the evidence right in front of me, and shit, they had it sitting in the case and went through every step of how it happened. And it definitely makes sense of how it happened. And I'm gonna break that down another live, man. When I get more people in here smashing that like button. Yeah, man. You know, I just want to know. But see, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that Karmelo Anthony was like a small dude. You know, I just know that those twins were bigger. And that's another thing that people are trying to say, like, oh, they're so much bigger than him. If they're so much bigger than you, Karmelo, I mean, your cellmate is gonna be bigger than you. Your cellmate is gonna be, he gonna be wanting that. He gonna be wanting that behind, and you gonna have to give it to him. Dakotas, that ain't happening. I mean, you could appeal all you want to. You can appeal all you want to. Ain't nothing gonna happen because of it. Let's see Carmelo. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. A Beth, they all play football because the two white guys were twins, and so the thing is, even more so, you have a rival football team, right? Rival guys. I played football, basketball, and baseball in high school. Okay, when you got a rival team, that's like me going to go sit in the stands with the rival team. You don't do that. And if you sit up under somebody's tent, which is their property, guys, all he had to do was leave. All he had to do was leave. And as a bonus, man, I'm gonna give y'all some game about George Floyd. Because it's actually George Floyd's fault that he ain't here. See, y'all don't want to hear this on my channel, man. Because like I said, it's George Floyd played a big part with himself not being here. Now, the officer did do what he did. But I could go run the video and react to the video and show you 20 different ways that George Floyd wouldn't even have been in that situation because he shouldn't even been there when it happened. But that's a whole nother live. You want to be a gangster, man. You want to be a tough guy. Hey, man, you want to be a tough guy? Then you be the tough guy. You know? If you want to be a tough guy, be the tough guy. Be right back. Hold up. All right. I'm back. Man, listen. Let me get on George Floyd, guys, because I ain't gonna be here that long. So let me break down George Floyd's case for you. Listen. Get the likes up, man. I'm gonna break down George Floyd case for you. Okay, so George Floyd, let me tell you guys law, number one. This is law. They don't always follow this law at what I'm about to tell you, but this is law. Whenever there is any counterfeit money presented at a store, anytime, that the Secret Service is supposed to be called out. Whenever somebody passes some counterfeit money, the Secret Service is supposed to be called out. Now, they don't always do it, obviously, because you got all these corner stores and all that. They normally just take the money, and y'all have seen it a million times. They take the money and they stick it up in the wall, or they may say, don't take no money from this person. It really ain't worth it, But the Secret Service is supposed to be called out whenever there's any counterfeit money. How do I know this? Because when I was a police officer, the day they came out with the big head $100 bill, somebody in my area was counterfeiting them, right? And the Secret Service came out the day. So now we're going to get to George Floyd. So George Floyd thing is, like I said, yeah. Now, you know, George Floyd sat in you know, he went in that store and he presented them with $20. Okay. He presented them with $20 for a pack of cigarettes. I want y'all to keep this in mind. One pack of cigarettes. I don't know how much a pack of cigarettes costs. I don't smoke. So you can go watch the video for yourself. So he got his cigarettes. He came outside. He sat in that truck, that blue Benz truck. The owner of the store saw that the money was counterfeit. He sent the two young boys out to George Floyd to just simply tell him, hey, man, that money was fake. Just give us our cigarettes back. They don't want to call the damn Secret Service. They don't want to call the Secret Service. They just ask for their cigarettes back. Now, I'm going to press pause. Guys, I'm going to tell you some truth. Here's some truth. The ATM will give you counterfeit money. I've gotten a counterfeit money out of the ATM machine. The bank will give you counterfeit money. I've gotten counterfeit money from the bank, getting a large lump of cash. Like, I think I was getting like $8,000 out, and maybe $2,000 of it was counterfeit. Because they have something that's called a super note. Let me give y'all some game, man. Matter of fact, I'll tell y'all some of y'all how to get some money. Now, you have something that's called a super note. And where can you find a super note? You can find that on the dark web. Don't say I ain't never gave y'all shit. You can find a super note on the dark web. All right. Now, a super note, you can get a super note in euro, American. You can get it in yen. You can get it in pounds, all that. A super note is made better than the actual money. It's made better than actual real money, okay? And with a super note, the only way you can tell that it's counterfeit is they have to take it back to the office. So I just told y'all how to go get some money, man. Y'all don't hear me though. See, y'all don't want to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. I'm giving y'all game. So back to George Floyd. Anybody who was told that, hey, that $20 you just gave us was fake, bring us our cigarettes back. If the money was fake, George Floyd would have went in there and would have like, hold up. Now, he'd have like, my money ain't fake. Let me see. My money ain't fake. He didn't do that. George Floyd set his dumb ass out there in that truck still. And so all he had to do was give them cigarettes back. He stayed in the truck. He never even went in there to talk to the owner about the money. So now here's what happened. What did he do? He stayed his ass there. And what the owner do? The owner did what? Called the police. And what did George Floyd dumbass do? He sat there and waited on the police. So he's sitting there. All you had to do was leave. He could have gave the cigarettes back. He could have left. I just gave y'all a couple ways that man can still be alive right now. Okay, so now the police come. The police come, right? The two rookie officers pull George Floyd. They pull him out of the car. They handcuff him properly. They handled him properly. They set him down on the curb, hands behind his back. Oh, banks. I don't know if banks give super notes, but banks have given me counterfeit money. I can tell you that right now. But super notes is counterfeit money. That's not even real money. You get that from the dark web, and it's made better than money. But back to what I was saying. The two officers that got George Floyd, originally, they handcuffed him properly. They set him on his bottom, leaned him up against the wall so he could be comfortable. Well, the thing is, now it's time to go to jail. Here's the thing, man. When it's time to go to jail, you're getting in that back seat. You don't have a choice in the matter. You're getting in the back seat. Whether you got to get shoved in that back seat, you getting in the back seat. So what did George Floyd do when they tried to put him in the back seat of that car? What did he do? He started kicking his foot up against the wall, up against the door. No, I got anxiety. They don't care about that. God, when I was a cop, if you didn't get in that back seat, we was gonna hit your arms and we was shoving you in that back seat, and then we was gonna shut the door, and you just rode around with no seatbelt on. But you're getting in that back seat. You dig? So what I'm saying is, George Floyd didn't get, by him not getting in that back seat and wrestling with the police, that's what made them call for backup, and they called Derek Chauvin over. Because he would not get in that back seat of that car, that's why they called for backup, and the officer came, and as they got him in the back seat, that's when that idiot pulled George Floyd out of the driver's side, from the passenger side, out of the driver's side, put him on the ground, and did what he did to him. Guys, I just told y'all 5-6 ways that George Floyd caused his own deletion. I just told y'all 5 different ways that George Floyd could still be here right now. He could have gave the damn pack of cigarettes. It's a pack of cigarettes, y'all. See, but nobody wants to talk about that. That's black. See, black people don't nobody want to talk about that part. Black folks do not want to talk about that part. They just want to say it's a white guy that deleted a black man. But what about the black man who went past the counterfeit money? What about the black man who wasn't quite? What about the black man who could have gave the cigarettes back? He could have gave the cigarettes back and left. They would have never called the police. What about the black man who stayed and waited on the police? He could have left. He shouldn't even have been there when the police came. What about the black man who did not get in the car when they're politely trying to put him in the car and he kicking and screaming and fighting? What about that? If he wouldn't have did any of that, he would still be alive. He would still be alive. Call me a liar. Like I said, God, this is what I did for a living. So we as black people, sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We are our own worst enemy. And guys, I ain't no Uncle Tom, man. I'm a man's man. You dig? I'm a man's man. I'm a man's man, but I keep it even across the board. Stop being your own worst enemy. If you black out here, man, no matter what color you are, the police is looking for a reason to stop you. So guess what? If your registration ain't right, that's your fault. That's your fault if your registration ain't right. Well, watch this. It might be true. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Knight. It might be true. I was involved in 2 shootings, and guess what color they were? Black. Did I do it because they was black? No, I didn't do it. That's where I happened to work at. I worked in the hood. So if I work in the hood, if I worked in the hood, who do you think I'm gonna have an officers involved shooting with if I work in the hood? Use your head. And I'm a black person. We're gonna try that again. One thing we don't do, bro. One thing we ain't doing up over here, man. I don't make excuses because I'm black. Hey, the world is not fair. That's just the way it is. But we talking about these incidents right here, man. That man should not have went up under that tent. You had no right to sit up here and stick no knife in that man's chest because he pushed you. Period. He should have walked away. Well, change the subject. You can change it all you want to. You can change it all you want to. Because guess what? Love bacon. Do I need to tell you something? That I'm probably going to tap your girl when I get up off of here. That's why. When you just heard my thing off, that's what I'm going to tell you. That I'm probably finna tap your mama or your girl on the way over here. That's what I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that I'm going to stick about this much dick up in your girl. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm not gay. You must be gay. You welcome in my chat, bro. That's my point. You can't touch people. You got to keep your hands to yourself. It don't matter then what color you are. You have to keep your hands to yourself. But check this out. You can't stab nobody. And I'm gonna tell you this, it might be true. If you live in America and somebody pushes you and you stab somebody, guess what? Your ass is going to the penitentiary too. Period. Point blank. See, y'all in here trolling. I'm in here trying to tell y'all some way to stay your ass out of trouble. You dig? That kind of shit don't bother me. I'm trying to tell y'all ways so you can stay your ass out of trouble being ex-law enforcement so y'all can get through this shit, so you don't become a victim and find your ass in the penitentiary for like 1,000 years You know, because it only has to happen once. You dig what I'm saying? It only got to happen once. Period, point blank. You know, you have to, man, you got to take care of your business. All I'm telling y'all, man, because like I said, I'm not going to be in here long. What I'm telling you at the end of the day, from one man to another that was ex-law enforcement, whose father is ex-law enforcement, who was a hell of a hustler, and I've been delivered by God for 9 years. You have to really stay on your P's and Q's because this system is not set up for you to win if you are a person of color. It's not set up for you to win, especially now. They got all these private penitentiaries, and as soon as you walk past that gate, that penitentiary get a lump sum of money. That penitentiary gets a lump sum of money from the state. Now, you want to get real deep? You got people like Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry. They own money in private prisons. They both were wrong, but he in jail. Well, but you wrong for bringing a weapon. You cannot stab nobody in the heart because they push you. Sorry, you can't do that. And before I get out here, let me get on domestic. Let me get on domestic violence real quick before I tap up out of here. Even in domestic violence, man, a lot of y'all seem to think, man, when it comes to this violence thing, it's about who hit who first. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who hit who first. It does not matter who hit who first. What matters is it's the primary aggressor. Meaning one of y'all dudes, because some of y'all in here zesty as hell, you get into it with your boyfriend because he won't give you no eggplant, right? One of y'all get into it with your boyfriend, and now he pushes you, right? And now you give him a 3-piece and he falls to the ground, he's unconscious, and you start stomping him. Well, you're going to jail because you're the primary aggressor. But y'all gonna say, well, he hit me first. It don't matter. It's the primary person, the person who did the worst. That's what's gonna happen. You did what I'm saying? Oh no. You probably no, you definitely are, because I'm gonna tell you something, Love Bacon. Real men don't even play like that. Like I'm a grown man. I don't sex play, man. I'm 49 years old. I don't sex play, pimp. One thing I don't do, I don't even sex play like that. So you must be zesty. It's okay if you on the down low. If you're on the down low, hey man, get a consultation with me and I'll show you how to come out with your sexuality. But grown ass men don't sex play other men, bro. We don't do that. I'm not homophobic. Matter of fact, I got a lot of gay friends, and with my clothing brand, the first project I'm doing is for the rainbow community. But grown men don't sex play with other men. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I don't sex play with men. So you must be gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, who watched another man being banged? You? Did you watch that? You saw that? Yeah, bro. See, ladies, hey, listen. Check this out. Bacon. I know you didn't have no father in your life. Bacon, I know you didn't have no father in your life. Your name is Bacon because you love bacon. You like beef up your rectum. You dig what I'm saying? I know you didn't have a dad in your life, because if you'd have had a daddy in your life, if you'd have had a daddy in your life, your daddy would have taught you better than to, I don't give a fuck what color you are. I could care less. That's even more so. You probably like black dudes. You probably like BBC. You probably like BBC. You dig what I'm saying? You probably like BBC, because I could be your daddy, but the line was too long. Jesus. I could have, hey, I might be your daddy, but that line was kind of, yeah, I'm getting off because I'm about to give me some pussy, something that you ain't never had before. That's why I'm finna get off. I ain't putting bacon on the bench. Bacon don't bother me. I told y'all when I got on here, I wasn't gonna be on here long. I wanted to break that law down to y'all. Oh no, you're gay. But ain't no defending. I'm I'm about to knock some off. Join my private community if you want to see some. Bacon, it's okay, bro, that you love men. It's okay that you love BBC. It's okay that you love BBC. It's okay that you love BBC, man. Oh man, you good. Hey, right on, Nick. You welcome. But yeah, I wanted to break that down for y'all about how that law works so you don't find yourself in trouble, man. It ain't about who do what to who first. It's about the primary aggressor. And the last thing you want to do is be giving these people 30, 40, 50 years of your life of some slave labor. You dig what I'm saying? So other than that, man, stay away from people who got low energy. Stay away from people with low energy who can't come to terms with their manhood, because even that type of behavior that they was having, that Karmelo was having with them dudes, that's way too much testosterone. Because when you have to feel like you got to prove that you're the bigger man, that really shows that you're the smaller man. I know you do, because I'm well hung. I'm a Scorpio. I bet Bacon do want to watch me get it in. And if Bacon want to watch me get it in, all he got to do is just go look in his mama room later on, and he gonna see about 11 inches going up inside of his mama. I dig it. I know you like to watch. I know you like to watch. I know you like to watch. But other than that, man, y'all be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you never get finessed. And you stay away from zest like your boy Bacon, man. And I'm going to catch y'all, man. I'm going to do that OJ Simpson for you, man, live next time, man. Hey, Bacon, tell your mama, man, to go get me some Simply Orange juice. I be thirsty after I be busting her back out.